Right now, you may be feeling like no matter what it is that you do, you just can't get out of your own way, or you can't escape the anxiety and the stress and the fear that is rising up from within. In this video, I'm going to share with you some things that my guides have told me over the years that has really helped me out in my path in staying aligned and being able to navigate through the darkness when it rises up. And the first thing is to realize that the heavy, dense energy, the energy that's represented in your lower chakras that's stuck, it's just simply not moving. It's trying to get up into the heart space so it can move up here and actually reflect a higher vibrational reality. That energy is just simply dense energy. It's moving at a slower rate. That manifests, though, into our field as anxiety and as stress and as fear and as not feeling safe and not being confident, all those types of emotions. And the human instinct is to run from that or distract ourselves from that. That's one thing my Pleiadian guide has always shared with me, going way back, that she would say, Mark, when you identify with the human condition or identify as the human, you will create suffering. That's why you suffer. And I always hear that because whenever anxiety rises up or something comes forward, I remember that that is here to show me something, that that is actually the path forward. We need to navigate through the darkness. It's like, imagine that your dream life is on the other side of a dense, dark forest and you avoid going through the forest. That's really the only way to get there, right? Is to navigate through the forest, but you have fear. Why do you have fear? Well, we don't know what's in the forest, right? So it's that fear of the unknown. It's the not feeling safe that prevents us from going in. So our mind says, well, hey, maybe let's outsmart the process. Maybe there's a way around this. Maybe there's another way to get there that doesn't involve going through the forest. And we spend a lot of time, a lot of years, right? Maybe even decades trying to find that alternate path to where we want to go simply because we are avoiding the unknown. And sure enough, the unknown will bring up those fearful and anxious emotional states. It is very powerful, but that is the path forward. We have to head through the darkness to get to the light. And I assure you, everything you seek is on the other side of that dense, dark forest. You may know that. There's a good term for it, right? Dark night of the soul. But at this point, if you are finding that you're really struggling with this and you need some help, you need some guidance, you need some assistance, I invite you to schedule a one-on-one coaching session with me on Zoom. It's virtual. I'd love to dive in, figure out what's going on with you, and help guide you through into that forest and through that forest. Okay, I'm going to leave a link in the description for my coaching appointments and packages for you, so please check that out. So the dark night of the soul is one of these things that we really struggle with. And if you have the courage to actually start to dive into some of these denser emotions, you could really feel like you get lost because it can be overwhelming. And the energy that we're in, the energy that we're receiving, and my Pleiadian guide always, again, shares this with me, that the more light we receive, the more of that darkness that's going to be able to rise up to be experienced. You can feel like you're really getting lost in that virtual forest, and you can lose yourself there sometimes for days, even weeks, maybe even months, right? Again, dark night of the soul type stuff. So, but know that that is where you need to be, okay? You may try to find distractions from it. Your mind might say, okay, let's try to work our way around it and find a smarter way, or let's outsmart this whole process, right? And that's going to just keep you out of it, and those emotions are going to build. It's like an electromagnetic draw into that dark forest. You need to head in there in order to start to release these dense emotions. You need to face your fears. You need to face the unknown. That's what you're being asked to do. We are moving into an energy now that is very high vibrational. High frequency timelines are landing, and it's unknown. So in order to get your footing in there and to stabilize your energy within these higher dimensional fields, you need to navigate through the unknown. Now, from a dimensional perspective, we could call it like the fourth dimensional field, the lower fourth dimensional field, right? As we're leaving the known of the 3D, we're heading into the lower fourth dimensional field, and we are experiencing all of that fear and all of that not feeling safe, all of that stuff that goes along with that. And we need to get through that to get to the higher fourth dimensional field and into the fifth dimensional field and higher, the new earth frequencies. So it takes courage, it takes conviction, it takes awareness. You need to be conscious that this is a process, a healing process. We cannot process the stuck dense energy in the lower chakras unless we feel them. That means don't distract yourself from it, lean into it, and have that courage, have that conviction, have that strength to sit in presence with it, breathe with it. Okay, breathe into the heart, right? Let's get it moving up into the heart space. That's the alchemizer. Once it rises up from the solar plexus into the heart, you are alchemizing that energy. You are converting it into unconditional love. And from there, your etheric chakras light up and you start to experience more of that new earth grid, that new earth reality. All right. But when I receive comments all the time from people like, Mark, I've really been stuck. I can't, no matter what I try to do, I can't get rid of these dense emotions. Your job is to not get rid of them. Your job is to finally face and experience them. And it may mean bouts of panic. It may mean bouts of crying, okay? Bouts of uneasiness. Whatever that looks like for you, that is where you need to be. You need to meet it where you're at. Don't try to change it. When we try to change it, we resist the moment. And when we resist the moment, we step out of alignment and end up realizing we're going back full circle again, only to face it in the future. So you're really not moving forward in that situation. You need to sit with it. You need to breathe with it. You need to love it. Remember the dense energy. It represents traumas. It represents your shadows. It represents unprocessed emotions. It's all just rising up into your experience to be seen, to be felt. That's how we reclaim space within our physical body for more of our higher selves to land. You got to feel it. It's got to be made known. It can't be made known without you feeling it. And once you feel it, you need to sit with it. Don't distract yourself or avoid it. You are not doing anything wrong. You are right where you're supposed to be. Of course, your mind is going to say, this sucks. This isn't what this was supposed to be. I thought it was going to be all magic and rainbows and unicorns, right? Well, that's going to come. Those amazing synchronicities, the amazing connection with your guides, that's all going to come when your energy starts flowing. That's when it starts getting up here. You start to perceive all of those amazing things. But you need to face what your higher self is presenting to you in the moment, because it is showing you where the blocks are. Okay? You feel anxious and maybe you feel something in your gut that doesn't feel good. Breathe into that area. Bring it in there. Make it conscious. That creates more space within your physical body for your higher self to land. Higher frequency energy. Higher frequency energy moves, vibrates at a higher rate. So you will feel lighter. You will become lighter. You'll start to have conscious effects on the passage of time, how you experience the passage of time, how you experience your reality, how you experience your intuition and your guides. All that stuff is waiting for you on the other side of that forest. You just need to have the courage to step into that darkness as you're being lured into it, into that unknown, and face the shadows. That is the path forward. There's no way around it. If you postpone it, if you avoid it, it's coming back around in a bigger way. I'm not saying that to instill fear in you. I am saying that to make this journey more fluid for you so that you don't continue to suffer, as my Pleiadian guide has said, in that human condition. You connect with your higher self, you start to anchor it, you start to embody it, and that higher frequency new earth reality starts to manifest right before your eyes.